Okay, we're going to try it this way on my phone because my computer and the internet here is crapiola. So we'll try it this way. I'll give it a sec, see if anybody wants to join me. Talking about spearmint tonight in our A to Z series. We're up to spearmint. And then next week will be spikenard is what we are talking about next week. Hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Hi, Donna. How are you? Winston and I got to hang out today. That was fun. Grandpa Rob made him a fort out of a big cardboard box, cut a little hole out of the bottom so he could crawl in and out. That was fun. That was fun to watch him do that. So, okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start. Like I said, tonight we're talking about spearmint essential oil. And as usual, I like to start with the Emotions and Essential Oil book. And I am Tamara from our big oily family. Hi, Itzel. This is the Emotions and Essential Oil book. You can find it on oiltools.com, aromatools.com, and Amazon. And it comes with a really cool emotion wheel that has positive properties on one side and negative properties on the other side. That makes it really good to know which oil to choose for what emotion kind of thing. So, spearmint is the oil of confident speech. It inspires clarity of thought and confident verbal expression. Individuals in need of spearmint may hide their thoughts, opinions, and ideas by withholding their voices. Spearmint encourages inner clarity about one's personal convictions and opinion. It then assists individuals in translating that inner clarity into words. So it promotes confidence in expressing oneself verbally, especially when speaking in front of groups of people. So that would be a good one to have if you like to, or not even like to, if you have to speak in front of a group of people, right? It helps individuals create an effective stage presence by infusing them with confidence. Spearmint also encourages individuals to take a public stand on behalf of their values and opinions. It can be a helpful remedy for those who struggle with communicating clearly for a wide range of reasons. It assists individuals in becoming emotionally clear about what they want to say and then saying it. In short, spearmint can help individuals access their inner light and convey that light to the world with clarity and confidence. So the negative emotions then that spearmint can help with would be fear of public speaking, timid, holding back, opinions, and inarticulate. And then the positive properties that it can help to bring about would be confident, articulate communication, clarity, and courageous. The companion oils are just the oils that you could choose to use if you did not have spearmint. So you could choose to use these oils for the same purpose that you would be using spearmint for. And that would be cassia, lavender, and clary sage. All right. I do have a blend that I absolutely love. And it has, I think it's backwards on the screen, but it has myrrh, lime, and spearmint in it. And it smells super duper good. Really, really like it. That's one that I made when I did my little iTovi scanner, right? So you hang on to it and it does the whole biofeedback stuff. And those were the oils that pulled up for me. So that's what I used. All right, let me bring my other notes up here. Okay, so spearmint comes from a herbaceous perennial plant. The oils are steam distilled from all parts of the plant. They use the entire plant, and it is sourced, doTERRA's is sourced from India. It's been used for centuries for its health-supporting properties and the pleasant flavor, right? So if you think gum, candy, tea, probably toothpaste it's in, that kind of thing. You've probably, smelled, I think when I was chewing gum, that's probably was my flavor of choice, was actually spearmint over anything else. So compared to peppermint, spearmint is a gentler option. It's great to use for kids and people with sensitive skin, so maybe older people who have a little more sensitive skin instead of peppermint. So it can be used all three ways, aromatically, topically, and internally. It does have that supplemental fact label on the side of the bottle. I don't think I have a bottle of anything out here that has that, so I can't show you, sorry. But with doTERRA, if the bottle of oil has a supplemental fact label on it, then you can choose to use it for internal purposes. And if it just has an ingredient label, that would be an oil that's just to be used aromatically and topically, because that's what the benefits are for. So, main chemical components are carvone, limonene, 1,8-cineol, and B-myrcene. So the main one is the carvone, which is the one that contains energizing properties that really strongly contribute to the mood lifting abilities of spearmint, and that's one of the really good emotional benefits of it. Interesting facts: in the Middle Ages, spearmint was scattered on the floor to get rid of rodents and encourage good health. So perhaps sometimes where we live, sometimes we'll get mice in our cars. Isn't that lovely? And I know that peppermint, I'm going to need to plug my phone in. Hang on. Sorry. I don't know where my phone charger went. We'll just have to make sure we finish this before my phone dies. Okay, so what were we talking about? Oh, mice, right? So a lot of times they'll end up in the car, like up in your engine compartment, because it's nice and warm and stuff like that. You could definitely take some cotton balls and put spearmint on them. Peppermint works too, but you could put spearmint on them. Tuck them in your trunk also, because sometimes we end up with mice in our trunk. Lovely. But that would kind of be a deterrent to keep them away. The other thing is that the ancient Greeks enjoyed bathing with spearmint because it's a very mood-lifting benefit. So it's really great to help lessen any muscle tension that you might have, head tension. You can diffuse or apply it to the back of the neck. When you apply it topically, I always recommend that you use a little bit of a carrier oil, which is any vegetable oil. And you just put a little bit in the palm of your hand, add a drop or two of the spearmint or whatever oil you're using, massage it around and then put it on your area of concern. If you are putting it anywhere and you've got some left over on your hands and you haven't massaged it on the back of your neck, that's a good way to, use up the excess that you might have on your hands. So, let's see, helps, really good for your digestion. So along the peppermint line, you can use this if you ate a really heavy meal and you feel like maybe your digestion's not working like it should, right? So you could apply it topically. You could put a drop in a glass of water and drink that down. Also, a drop in a glass of water is a great way to freshen your breath. So if you drink coffee, you might want to keep a little bottle of spearmint with you. So you could add a drop to your water. You can flavor your water with it, right? So you can add that to your water because plain water gets boring after a while. But you should drink it. Drinking water is important, so drink your water. Add your essential oils to it. There's a lot of choices that you can add to it, which is really nice. So if you are feeling down or feeling kind of blue, this is a great oil to use either topically or aromatically. You could put a couple of drops in your diffuser. I'm trying to think offhand if there's a diffuser blend that I've used with it. I don't know. I have a couple of recipes that I'm going to post at the end. Yeah, there's a diffuser blend in there. So I'll put those in the comments when we're done because I can't put them in here while I'm live. But you could use it in the diffuser. That'd really kind of give you an uplifted mood. It's really good for focus also. So if you're studying for a test or if you're going in to take a test or anything where you need to have a little bit more concentration and more focus on what you're doing, you could make a little roller bottle with it, right? So in a 10 milliliter roller bottle, you could put like 20 drops of spearmint, fill the rest of it with the fractionated coconut oil, and then apply it to your pulse points. That'd be a nice way to use it. Can be used in cooking, okay, because it has that supplemental fact label on it. So you can use it in cooking in place of spearmint. Great to add to iced tea. I'm going to have to try that this summer. I haven't done that. I've added some other flavors to iced tea, but not spearmint. I always forget about it. And you can try dropping your coffee. I haven't done that either, but I may try that because I do like peppermint. Peppermint can be a little strong for a whole drop, but try some spearmint in your coffee. Let me know what you think. All right. If you do oil pulling, and that is using coconut oil, about a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and you put it in your mouth and you swish it around, it helps to pull the bacteria from under your gums and really just helps to clean your mouth. If you do that, great. This is a great oil to use for that, is spearmint, because it's good for oral health, freshens your breath, and everything. So that would be a good choice to use for that. Spearmint blends well with basil, lavender, peppermint, and rosemary. And depending on what you're using spearmint for, right, substitutes could include peppermint, so you could swap peppermint, and wintergreen. So those would be some ideas there. And like I said, you could try adding, if you're making a pitcher of iced tea, you can add 1 to 4 drops. I'd always start with less to make sure that it wasn't too strong, because you can always add more, but if you put 4 drops in there and then you think it's too strong, you're going to have to make a whole nother batch of tea. So you can always add more. It's kind of hard to take it out once you get it in there. So I do have 3 different recipes I will post in the comments. If those of you watching this now or watching the replay, if you've used spearmint in some way that I didn't mention and you had a good result from it or anything, please post that in the comment. If you have a recipe that you used it with, share that with us, and then we'll kind of all learn at the same time. All right. So next week, what did I say? Spikenard is next week. That's the one we'll cover next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. And I hope you guys had a great Wednesday, and we will see you next week. All right. Have a great night.